Hey, what's up guys, Ravenclaw here, and welcome back to the last look at the 7.1.5 changes, because as we all know, it hits, well, in Australia it hits tomorrow. I think for America it's like now or whatever. Anyway, okay, so you're probably wondering why there's this stopwatch here. Well, we'll get to that in 1 second. We want to look at all the changes. Now, this is for, I will link it down below to the patch notes that I have looked at. I needed to jump on so I can say, all right, we're going to test this. Once again, I'm going to do the PTR and the live server so we can sort of test to see what changes have been doing. I want to do this so that way, because a lot of people are asking, Raven, what are we going to be doing in 7.1.5? What should I be focusing on? Which one should I do? I thought, you know what, let's have a look at all the specs in one last video, so that way tomorrow when it's out, you can start, all right, I'm going to focus on BM or MM or whatever. Okay. So the general consensus after looking at these, the patch notes, is more buffs than there is nerfs. And for example, the Beastmaster, they've had quite a lot of buffs, especially to damage, which is freaking awesome. There is a couple of nerfs, but we'll go over that in a sec. But let's just start with the BM, obviously, because I'm on BM. And let's start with this stopwatch. Now, the reason why I have the stopwatch here, and I'm in this current position, is because one of the main things that I've noticed on the notes was they've increased Hattie's movement speed by 14%. Right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to test both. I'm going to do the live server and then the PTR to see exactly how fast she moves now. So what we're going to do, so Hattie is this one here to the right. So let's make them run down to the target and we'll time it. Go. So when she hits the target, I'll stop. And good. So about 6 seconds. Okay, fair enough. Let's call her back and let's head on over to the PTR. Okay, so PTR. Let's test it out some more. Let's get the stopwatch up. All right. So, get rid of that stupid leaf. So Hattie is obviously Hattie there, and let's see what she's like now. So we'll set them up. Let's check it out. As soon as she hits the target, then we will stop. About 6 seconds again. Now, take it for what it is. This was literally just to have a quick look at the movement speed to see if there was any significant difference. The only difference that I have found is she seems to make it in kill shot range, as in like kill command range, a little bit sooner than she did on like the normal. So she seems to attack further now. So when you hit kill command, she jumps into action a bit sooner than normal. I wanted to get that out of the way because there's been a lot of questions about that. All right, let's have a look at the other things. Let's get rid of this. So what are some things that have been buffed? Like our base damage, all Beast Mastery moves have been buffed by 9%. Barrage has been increased by 80% for Beast Mastery only. Now that's pretty cool. The big hunter, where are we? Big game hunter. That's gone up. So the Cobra shot by 60, whereas on the live server, it's only 50 at the moment, so it's gone up by 10%. Blink Strike. Now, Blink Strikes is interesting because I like to use Blink Strikes against Resto Druids, especially at the beginning of a match, because the pets actually jump in to stop them from going into stealth, or like a mage or something like that. And on the live server, which we are on now, you'll see here base attack deals 50% increased damage, whereas on the PTR, Blink Strikes deal 100% increased damage. That's not bad. That's good for that consistent damage, you know. What else have we got? Chimera Shot. That's been increased by a little bit too. Now, the weird thing is, I wasn't able to copy my character over to the PTR for some reason. They've taken that away. So don't look at the numbers, because the one on the PTR is an old version of Sniper. It's not going to be relevant. So what I'm looking at now is just some of the major changes that are really going to sort of say, look guys, this is the spec if you want to go for this, this, and this. To be honest, after looking at these specs, BM and MM are on par with each other now for damage, especially with all the buffs. What else was the big one? So we went over Hattie's movement, and that's not really that much. Multi-shot damage has been increased by 50%. I don't really use that in arenas. Like, I'm sort of basing this around PvP. One with the pack chance. So one with the pack. That one I don't really use. One with the pack grants wild call 30%. So that's the So what have we got here? Increases chance to reset the cooldown on Dire Beast. Yeah, I don't really take that. Bestial Fury and Blink Strikes are the ones I normally take. Interesting anyway. Stampede damage increased by 15%. Interesting. That is interesting. I don't normally take Stampede. The only time I would take Stampede is like whether if I'm dueling like melee and they're going to be coming at me and they're just going to stand in Stampede, or for example if I'm doing twos and we've got a double melee comp, they're going to go for the healer, you just stand in Stampede. That's probably the only time I would take those. So, you know, extra damage to that's always good. It's a buff nonetheless. Volley damage increased by 50%, Beast Mastery only. So this is why I'm saying that it could be viable against... Now, Beast Mastery for PvE could be a way to go, because all their AoEs and stuff are getting buffed as well, you know, as well. Wave the Cobra, damage burst increased by 10%. It was 8%, so that's nothing really major. So, the difference though, Barrage. They're saying Barrage no longer needs a target, which is true. That's cool. Because before, obviously, it needed a target. So if I just jump over to the live server. Okay, let's have a look at Barrage now. Let's target myself. We'll put you... It doesn't matter where, we'll just put it there. See, so it has nothing to attack. So that's interesting. Especially if, like, you know, a stealthy goes into stealth. Like a rogue or whatever. Like, you just pump that now. And, yeah, get those buggers out of stealth. Yeah, interesting. Alright, I just wanted to test that out. So... that's what I'm doing. Like, for you guys, this is probably going to be a little bit longer because I really want to go over all the bits and pieces, you know, show you the pure difference between the two so you guys can make up your mind. Oh, and let's go back to the PTR. All right, so the big hype that I put up in the BM is great again, which, oh God, that had a lot of mixed comments on that. Jeez, that did. Okay. So the massive difference now is we've got traps, and somebody, I don't remember who it was, somebody was like harping on about this was the first enemy that approaches for 1 minute, right, it'll incapacitate. But then they went on to say, what's the point of having a trap with a 1 minute cooldown? I don't see where it says 1 minute cooldown. Do you? Anyway, let's not harp on that. But 30-second cooldown, but we get tar trap as well. So, like, our CC ability, like, that's a massive thing. Like, our CC, our peeling ability is going to be much greater tomorrow. I'm going to just say tomorrow. 7.1.5 is just annoying the crap out of me. And obviously the, you know, the infamous freezing trap, which is awesome. Just got the bottom one. I like that. Okay. What we'll do real quick, let's have a look if there's any major changes to the honor talents. All right. So there's nothing major that has changed with the honor talents. So from now, right now we can move on to marksman. Okay, so the big thing for marksman is that they've had some damage increases too, which is nuts. Okay, so let's start off from the very top. So the aim shot is increased by 30%. Now, once again, there's no point in me showing you the physical damage because I haven't been able to copy my character over, so it's going to be out by gear. Aim shot now deals 100% increased damage against targets you have not yet attacked. I think that was already in place before with the PTR notes. Either way, that's pretty good. That first aim shot going to do a crap ton of damage. Arcane shot now damages for 200% of weapon damage. Oh, it was 130 before. Yes, that's right. I remember that. Black Arrow costs. Okay, so Black Arrow on this is the live server. Costs 40 focus. Jump over to PTR. Now it costs 10 focus. Yes, that's pretty good. I actually didn't mind that talent for PvP. because it actually did quite a lot of damage. For PvE, it summons the summons a minion to taunt the target, so that way you have a bit more survivability. Alright, so bursting shot damage increased by 50%. Wicked. Which one? Where are we? I mean, it's more of a disorient than it is anything to write home about damage. But either way, you know, buff is a buff. Explosive shot now costs 20 focus. It was nothing. Awesome. There you go. That's just wicked. Right, let's just keep going on. Patient sniper piercing shot damage decrease to 500% was 675. Ooh, piercing shot. Okay. So there was something that we were talking about last time that so what was it we were talking about? Yeah, okay. So I think what we were talking about last time is so when we use mark shot, the vulnerability, it was stacking. I don't know if I've changed anything though. No, I don't think so. And we were waiting for it to get to the last minute before we did anything, and geez, there was a lot of different mixed comments from there. But yeah, so aim shot now doing that extra damage on the first hit. So if we hit it again, oh, it's pretty hard to tell, really, I guess. Oh, there you go. The crits are pretty good. There is a bit of damage difference. All right, so let's just move on. Sentinel, stop attacking. This is annoying. Sentinel, 60-second cooldown. Spawns Sentinel that marks all targets immediately every 6 seconds. Oh, that's what we were looking at last time. I think I forgot to check out Sentinel. Oh no, I think I did it in another. Yeah, I did it. I did another video. Yeah, that's right. So then we go blah. Oh, how cool was that? Was that like that last time? I can't remember. Oh jeez, I can't remember now. What have we got? True aim now stacks up to 10 times. That's not bad. So there's Hunter's Mark. Oh, right, yeah. So it puts Hunter's Mark on everybody. Oh, I remember now. Then, yeah. Okay, cool. What have we got? Sorry, what was I saying? Oh, I'm getting sidetracked again. Sidewinders now generate 35 focus. Was 50. That's pretty crap. So these are sort of... I'm just going through like nerfs and buffs at the same time. Steady focus now activates 2 casts of arcane shot or multi-shot. It was 3. Well, that's not fun. True aim now stacks up to 10 times. It was 8. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Vulnerable no longer affects mark shot. Oh. Well, that sucks. Damage taken... Hold on a second. Vulnerable. Damage taken from aim shot and piercing shot. Ah, yeah, that's right, because mark shot... yeah. So if you jump over the live version... So this is for people that aren't fully aware of what I'm talking about. So if we put vulnerable... So if we go here... Where is it? Mark shot. See, there it says mark shot. So if I went and did a sidewinder to this target, they've all got vulnerability on them. And then we do it again. Now they've got mark shot. Used to do a lot of damage. So they've removed that. That kind of sucks because... That was some really nice AoE damage you could do with that mark. So that is a pretty big nerf, in my opinion. You guys will definitely let me know down below. I know that for sure. Vulnerable now has a 7-second duration, provides a 100% bonus to damage, does not stack. That's something. Let's see what that's like. Let's get arcane shot on that. Let's get that up. So it affects mark shot. I mean, that's a pretty hefty... That was a pretty hefty crit. Especially if it's the first time you put mark shot on it, the first time you do aim shot. That's actually a pretty decent punch in the face. Okay. So I think what we'll do now is we'll move on to survival. So, what has survival gotten? What have they taken away? Let's have a look. The damage done by most survival spells is increased by 12%. Now, survival hits like a damn truck. It really does, but you've got to make sure you manage your mongoose stacks and all that. Now, when I first started Marksman, I was trying it all out. I was crap at it. I'm being honest. But once I started to play, got used to playing it, it was more about getting those mongoose bite stacks up, really starting to put pressure on. Once you do that, then when you use your What's it called? I've forgotten already. Not the aspect of the eagle. Where is it? Snake Hunter. To get those extra 3 stacks, get it up. Then you would use your Fear of the Eagle just to extend the buff. So what I'm talking about, I should just be damn doing it. Alright, so you know what I mean? Like, this is real quick. So you go and get your stacks up. Then you pop, aspect of the eagle or whatever. The Eagle Hunter or whatever. Then, up in the top right-hand corner, you use that to extend the... I've got to have a pet out, because that's where you'll be getting your Hunter's Companion. But then you're doing heaps of damage. Because if you've got a pet out and you use Flanking Strikes, it's got more of a chance to get Hunter's Companion, which is another extra stack of Mongoose. You get the idea. But anyway, let's move on. So, new passive ability at level 44, Waylay. Let's just go and check that out. Now, we knew Waylay was a thing, because that was in my last episode. After 2 seconds, your traps become fully armed, making them... I think we already went over this. I don't think anything's changed since last time we spoke. Explosive trap staggers the target, causing them to miss the air. These are all pretty much the same from last time, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Improved traps. Let's just check this out. I don't think this is any... Improved traps replaced with guerrilla tactics. Yeah, I went over this last time. Increases explosive traps damage by 50% and additionally improving weight. Yeah, I went over these specific ones in my last survival 7.1.5. Okay, so aspect of the beasts. Ferocity damage increased by 100%. Tendency... Oh, okay, so this is referring to the actual pets now. So Ferocity has been given a buff of damage buff, and Tendency obviously has a damage reduction buff. That's not too bad, especially when you're questing and doing all that stuff. And PvE, I would suppose, if you're doing a survival hunter in PvE, you're going to get a little bit extra. I don't know if you'd really go survival in PvE. I don't know. I have never played survival as PvE, so I wouldn't know. I couldn't tell you. Butchery damage increased to 620, was 518. And recharge is now 12 seconds, and so instead of 15 seconds. That is not too bad. Not too bad at all. So Butchery, right here. Nearby enemies in a flurry of strikes, inflicting a crap ton of damage. That's pretty good. That's one of the AoEs. I still go for Dragonfire Grenade in arenas and whatnot. Let's keep going. So Caltrops damage increase. Oh, so the bleed of Caltrops. That's gone up from 50%. From 20%, it was 25%. Sorry guys, it's been a long day. 25%. It's up to 50%. That's pretty good. That's actually damn good. For arena, I'm talking about PvP. Now you guys can just take it face value. This is mostly about PvP. I just want to make that very clear. Okay. Oh, and every time I'm recording, some douchebag decides to, you know what? I'm just gonna fly past his house. Sorry, guys. So Caltrops, yeah, that's not bad. Now, I did want to try, just get this out of there, I wanted to try some PvP games, but on the PTR, it's nuts. Like, I tried to link up for a few, just maybe skirmishes or something to show you some things out, but, like, nobody's on here anymore. It's probably just me, this guy, and the tree. That's on this PTR before tomorrow. Okay, Explosive Trap is now a targeted ability with 40 yard range. Let's check that out. So we've got Explosive Trap. Let's see. Hurl at the target location that explodes. Okay, so now it says it's a targeted ability. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So that's what they mean. Targeted, so like this. Okay, so before, if you remember, you were able to, shoot it at the target without having to, select to drop it. There are macros you can use, like at player. So you go target target equals, you go cast bracket at player bracket, explosive trap, and that will throw the trap at the target that you're obviously shooting at. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Fast Rider talent replaced with disengage. We knew about that. I went over that in the last notes. Lacerate, no. Oh, that's what we're talking about. Lacerate. Okay, so Lacerate now no longer has a cooldown, so you can spam the crap out of that and become like a warrior's rend. So Arm Warriors Rend. Let's just get that out. And let's have a quick look at that. Oh, it really doesn't matter. I'll just put it there. Who cares? So now you can just spam that for days and just like put it on multiple targets and just dot everyone up, which is pretty good. Like, it does take a fair bit of focus, so you got to be mindful of that. But still, like, that's a lot of spread damage now. You know, so especially when you're doing like the opening, you dot up all the targets and then, you know, focus everyone down like you would like on a, you know, Arms Warrior would rend all the targets just to get a lot of that spread damage out. That's pretty good. I think that's going to be a bit of a game changer. More for PvP. I don't see that really doing much for PvE. I could be wrong, and I'm sure you guys will let me know. So that's pretty interesting. Like, those are some pretty good ticks. Once again, this is the PTR, obviously, and my gear isn't the same as I have on the yeah, this is just the standard stuff. I'm a lot higher on the live server. Anyway, moving on. Last right now, Serpent Sting damage increased to 115%. That's another dot too, so where are we? No, Serpent Sting. So Raptor Strike and Carve. Yeah, see, I don't really use Raptor Strike a lot, so I don't know if that would be very viable. But having said that, for AoE, that would be more viable than Dragon's Fire Grenade, I would say. I'm not 100% sure. For PvE, okay. Snake Hunter cooldown. Oh, this is the sucky one, but this is where it's gonna suck. So Snake Hunter is 2-minute cooldown, right? But on the live version, it's only 1.5 minute cooldown. So that kind of sucks. So that's gone up, especially for PvP. Especially when you want to burst down the target, it's gone up by, say, half a minute. It's not much, but it's still, like, it still sucks in my opinion. Spitting Cobra's damage has increased. It's actually gone up 80%. It was at 20, now it's at 100%. Sticky Bomb cooldown, now 25 seconds. That's not too crazy in my opinion. Way of the Mock now increases your attack power for 10 seconds, was 8. That isn't... I mean, that's not too bad. Like, those stacks, like, to be able to maintain that, it gives you that... Those 2 seconds can make a huge difference. So that's, to me, that's actually not too bad at all. But yeah, that... Now, here's the question that everyone's been asking. Okay, so here's the question. And the question basically is, Raven, what do you think will be viable for, you know, tomorrow's patch? Well, the short answer is, like, all of them are viable in one sense, you know. But the one that I will be sticking with, okay, if that's the basic question and the answer that people want to know, is I will be personally going to be sticking with Beast Mastery. Purely because now, 1, we have more damage, which is always good. 2, we have more CC ability. So, you know, we've got, you know, either Binding Shot, Wyvern Sting. We've also got, now we've got our traps and also Tar Trap. So that is another utility that we have to peel for our healers or whatever. So yeah, I will be definitely sticking with BM and probably going with Survival as an off-spec. In PvE, I will probably still stick with BM because I feel myself that it is going to be quite powerful. And tomorrow, I just want you guys to know that I'll be putting up a brand new guide for every spec. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys gave me some good opinions on to really focus on the damage output. I'm going to do some mythic dungeons on all 3 specs, really just give them a good DPS run, and then we'll be able to go, all right, this is the one that will be the best for damage and so on and so forth. And then we'll do that for PvP as well. So BM is where I'm going to stay for both sides of the field, PvE and PvP. And we will be pumping out some new guides for PvP for all 3 specs as well. That's pretty much all I really wanted to just have a chat about, so I can sort of show everybody what is happening for tomorrow's patch. What can you expect? Where should you guys be looking to go if you really wanted to do that? I say get yourselves prepared, because I feel that the Hunter is going to make its comeback. Now, I want you guys to go down below and let me know what you guys think. One thing I'm just going to let everyone know too, I don't mind constructive criticism. Like, if you can go, Raven, what are you talking about? I think this is it. If someone can benefit from it, I'm more than happy to have that on there, right? What I don't accept, now I've got moderators for the comments, because I'm not being able to get back to everyone because I don't see all these comments that keep popping up. Purely, it was easy when I was at like 100 subs. Now it's not as easy. I want them to check it all out so they can send them to me. They will be deleting blatantly rude, stupid comments like, you know, F you, you're just effed. So if you're thinking of doing that, may as well not, because they're just going to be deleted straight up and I won't even see them. But other than that, guys, if you are super excited to see hunters getting back to the way we used to love them, I suppose they were already there. But anyway, if you're just excited for tomorrow's patch, smack that like button. Smack that like button so hard that it doesn't even know what happened to it. And if you're new to the channel, if you're a new hunter, smack that subscribe button, because the more hunters, the better our community. And yeah, just do it. And until next time, my amazing group and everyone else out there in the YouTube world, you keep on sniping, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now.